This is my new-to-me 2003 GMC Sierra, lovingly called Old Blue. And this is us pulling it home to my new shop, where we use the tractor to shove Old Blue into Bay 1, where I hopefully will be able to get this thing back up and running and looking as good as new. Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Right? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Daninator channel. This is my 2003 GMC Sierra. It's the newest project to the Daninator channel. Hopefully it's going to be a quick turnaround project. As I mentioned before in my previous video, we're going to get this thing running and driving and give it a new lease on life, try to retain the usefulness of this vehicle. We're going to be getting it fixed and given to my father-in-law so that he can use it on his property to be able to have a functioning four-wheel drive to haul stuff, just whatever he's needing it for around the property. This is not going to be going back on the road per se. It's just going to be something he can tool around with, have four-wheel drive, have a nice big bed of the truck to be able to haul his things that he needs to haul around the property. So let's take a closer look at the truck. We'll pop the hood and we'll see what it is we're going to need to fix. I initially thought the hood was damaged, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape. It doesn't look like it got deformed or anything. The deer hit the lower part of the grill, so there's no damage to the hood, and that is actually fantastic. So I'm gonna get a light hooked up here and we'll be able to take a closer look at the carnage that is this 03 Sierra. Getting up close and personal with a huge deer on the interstate. So let's get started. So what I believe has happened, the radiator busted open, so all the coolant came out. The trans cooler lines up front right here cracked, and so all of the transmission fluid is out of this thing. So thankfully, Silverusto, my 1999 Chevy Silverado, is going to come to the rescue. We're going to be using the parts that I pulled off of that when I pulled the engine. I've got a radiator, I've got a trans cooler. I may not need the transcooler. I think I may only just need the lines for the transcooler. I've got the front radiator support. This one looks pretty cooked. This got bent backwards. So if this all unbolts, which I think it does, then I'll just replace this whole front radiator support off of what I pulled off of the Silverado. I've got that fender on the Silverado. So yeah, I've got parts available to me, and that's why I want to get this fixed pretty quickly and give it to my father-in-law and let him use it, because if I pulled the engine and transmission and set it off to the side, it's just going to be sit there unused for who knows how long before I can find a project car or something to put it in. So we're going to keep this thing running, so by the time it comes back to me, it's going to be still kind of fresh and not having just sat and rotting over the next, I don't know, 6-7 years. So that's the other reason why I wanted to give it to my father-in-law, so it can be put to use and give it to him as a thank you for all the help he's given me over the last 2.5 years with my shop build. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling parts off of this thing, and we're gonna get a closer look at the actual damage. So let's go wrenching, boys. Well, I see a bit of a mouse nest in here, and I was afraid of that. Hopefully there's no mouse in this. Actually, that could have been a bird. Get that out of here. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to end up having mice in this truck, and they're going to get in my shop. I certainly hope that is not the case. All right, looking down the front end of this thing, this radiator support is definitely pushed in this way. I know there's like 3 or 4 bolts or something that's actually holds this top brace in place. You know what? I think the AC condenser is smoked too. We'll get this fender off of here and just pull this forward and get it straightened up. I think what I'll end up doing is taking this bumper off and get a closer look as to what is tweaked under here. This fender is definitely shoved that way. It's in the door. You can't get this door open. So all of that tray down there is cracked. The inner fender well plastic is all cracked to pieces. It broke the tab off of the coolant reservoir. It's got a big hole in it. I believe the one off my Silverado is still hanging around somewhere. I'll be able to use that. So that's the good thing, having that Silverado still around. I've been meaning to junk that truck for a while. It's just an eyesore in my driveway, but I'm glad I didn't, because I'm going to end up needing a lot of parts off of that truck. So it pays to hang on to things. I'm not a junk collector. This is all useful stuff here. Hopefully my wife is watching the video, and hopefully your lady friends are watching too. We're in this together, fellas. I don't think the deer did anything to the frame of the truck. I think the damage is superficial up here to the thinner metal. And when I got it running, the belt didn't jump off, so that means everything is still in place, it would seem. I believe the belt on the air conditioner is gone. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to loosen this fender from this support. There are two 13mm bolts. So I believe this tray is attached to this metal bar, which this bar is attached to this radiator support. So I guess I'm going to get that tray out. All right, well, I've done some damage to the damage. Managed to pull that radiator support back this way. It was really pinched in behind this fender. I think potentially that's all I'm gonna need to do for this upper radiator support. I don't know that I'm gonna replace this. I just bent it back into its spot. It really relies on this fender with this bolt and that bolt down there to remain rigid and upright, and that tray for the air box helped too. This cooler right here is what's busted right down in there. I think the lines may be good, so I'll need to find that from when I took it off the Silverado. I should be good there. I'm not sure about the condenser for the air conditioning. I really would love to have that working so this truck has AC. Terry's going to have one working headlight. I might be able to jerry-rig something over here. I just checked the oil to make sure there's oil in it, and it's fresh oil. It's nice and golden color. I think what I'll do is probably clean up a little bit. There's quite a bit of debris all over the floor and in this engine compartment. But I think I could probably put the bumper all back on and at least have a front bumper, put the tow hooks back on. Quite a bit of damage, yes, but not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. So that's good. I say that for now. There's probably something I've not seen yet. So we'll cross that T when we get to it. So I think I'm going to wrap up for tonight. We'll get back at this some other time. So until then. All right, tonight I'm going to look at the Silverado. So I've already kind of gone through it a little bit. I'm looking for one thing in particular I have not found yet. Toss the contents in the bed of the truck a little bit, looking for some things. If push comes to shove, I may end up using the Silverado's bumper since it's fairly straight. I did find one of the plastic wheel well covers. Here are the plastic pieces, retaining pieces that hold the headlights and the turn signals in place. I found this front little bracket thing that holds the transmission cooler and the condenser in place, as well as the latch for the hood. I found an air box that is not broken to pieces, so that's good. I found the upper and lower shrouds for the radiator. Now let me show you what else I found. So welcome to my parts locker. Here is the radiator from the Silverado and the AC condenser. The only thing I'm having trouble locating is my trans cooler. I don't know where that went to. It's probably in a box in the shop on my shelf somewhere, because I had boxes of parts. So I'll probably need to hop in there real quick and check. But in any event, I was looking at this radiator support. I took the top support out. That's in the truck. I believe it's on the dashboard. Yeah, right here. So all this is aluminum. The hood stopper, everything's all good on this one. So We'll rob that one for the Sierra. Coolant reservoir, which is perfectly fine. We'll take that off of here. All right, so let's head into the shop and see if we can find that trans cooler. All right, still looking for that trans cooler. I have no idea where that silly thing is. Anyway, I'm going to take this fender off. I'm gonna have to disconnect the hood, and yeah, it's kind of an ordeal, but I'm gonna need that fender. I hope it fits. The front end on the GMC is a little bit different than it is the Silverado. So far, these are all 13 millimeter. Are there any more bolts back in yonder? So I've got 4 bolts out so far. That makes 6. The reservoir is attached to the fender. There's a couple of brackets on the inside that appear to be attached. Yep, I gotta take this coolant reservoir off. Nuts and bolts to take off from a bracket that's going up against the firewall. Like an idiot, I didn't realize I was time-lapsing my explanation of how I removed the fender. I don't remember what I said about the process, but I'm sure it was a muddled and confusing explanation anyhow. Alright, I just spent the last, 45 minutes cleaning out my storage locker looking for this trans cooler, and I cannot find it. I must have thrown it away. I don't know. I'm gonna grab up all the useful parts off of Silverado, grab up my tools and stuff. We're supposed to get some pretty severe thunderstorms, so I'm gonna get everything in the shop under a roof, and I think I'll call it a night. That is a real bummer that I could not find that trans cooler. Guess I'll just have to order a new one or see if I can find a junkyard or something nearby and rob one. Pay for it. Rob it off the vehicle, pay for it. You get the idea. All right, so I got all of the useful parts into the bed of the truck. I've been looking at the fender. I'm hoping that the Silverado has the same arch right here. Hope that's all the same. I know the headlight assembly cutout is gonna probably be different, but I'm really hoping that's the same because I don't have to go searching for a new fender. So yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot as far as parts go. But I'm pretty tired tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn in, and I'll get back to this tomorrow night, maybe Saturday. That's all I'm doing for tonight. So it is really ticking me off that I can't find that trans cooler, but yeah, I think that's pretty much the same arch as the Sierra, so we should probably be in good shape there. Well, that'll wrap up this video. Be sure to check out my channel for more automotive content. Check out the links in the description if you're interested in any Daninator apparel. Any purchase there is greatly appreciated as it helps this channel grow. As always, thanks for watching. God bless. Be sure and hit that like switch on your way out. See you next time.